Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for meeting with me this week. It's so good to see you again. I'm glad that we are meeting and touching base. Kind of going off of what we talked about last week, we're just going to talk about something that is memorable that you experienced in high school. It can be any experience, good or bad.
Okay, sounds perfect. Thank you again, Elia, for meeting with me. I guess from my high school experience, I have to say overall it's different from back home. I'm from Puerto Rico, so my school is a special kind of school because it's the high school from the University of Puerto Rico. So basically, we had professors that were connected. They did classes from the university, and then we had the whole schedule. We didn't even have this. Doesn't happen back home. We didn't even have like uniforms.
Okay.
It's very here. It's very common, right? Back there it wasn't. So it's the only one that has that experience. And we used to do everything like college kids. Choose our classes, the experiences, the professors. And it truly made me, I think, the adult that I am today because it makes you be very, very, very organized.
And mature?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you have to make your own decisions. You have to make bold choices also to be like where you want to do your electives. So it was just the whole experience for high school for me. It was very hard because it was very different, but it was also, all of it, it was just amazing.
Okay. You felt like, kind of like you were making decisions that kind of would shape your career in a way. Like I know high school can, for most people, be just kind of fun and games, but for you it felt more serious in a way?
Yes, for me it felt very serious because of course I compare my experience with my brother that he was in a public school and then there I am with the school is kind of is half public, you can say, and half private. Not everyone can get in.
Kind of like more accelerated in a way?
So everything was the books were in English, the classes were in Spanish, so it was confusing at the same time. You're getting history in Spanish, but the book you had to read it in English. So at the same time you're going through learning both languages, getting the classes in both languages, and then the whole experience of being a college kid in high school. So it's also kind of interesting how it goes.
And how would you say that experience has kind of catered to how like you are now, or what has the advantage of going to a school like that been, or that you've experienced so far being here now?
From college for me it was just easy. It was just like another high school, basically. And then when I graduated, I think I graduated in 2016, so now 10 years later, you're like, okay, this definitely helped me be an organized adult. I can make my own decisions. I'm not scared of like, okay, getting something that is harder because high school was so hard and so complicated compared to, I guess, middle school.
So it's like easier in a way, I guess, for you now.
Definitely. I can make bold decisions at work because I know I have a good background, and it all started from there. I feel like if also public high schools are just back home are really, really bad. And you can see, even though my brother is a professional and everything, myself, I am more organized in everything that I do. And it started because I had to, or I will fail. It was that, or not graduate.
So were you able to, I guess from the high school experience you have, were you able to get accepted into a certain college, or were you like, I'm not from the city, so I don't know what it's like. I know things here in Dallas are a little bit different from how I grew up back home. Like you had to do certain things in order to get into certain classes and stuff like that. So I guess, was your high school experience kind of related to your college experience? Like, were you able to go into a specific school, or like, I don't know how maybe they do things in Puerto Rico?
It's basically the same system. You just you apply, and of course you get your colleges, universities, and everything. But in my case, I chose one that actually was also like a high school because I didn't want to be in the same area. I was just 10 minutes away from the other. But it was also a smaller campus, and I only like studied 2 days a week so I could work. So from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. I was in school, in college, so I could work. So that helped me because
Okay.
everyone else was like complaining and taking classes for 2 hours, and I was already done it
Yeah.
because it's not the same.
Do you think that was or what was the experience that was kind of negative from being in a more advanced high school?
In my case, I came from also the elementary school for the University of Puerto Rico, and I felt that I didn't have the right, I guess, startup.
Okay.
So whenever I first started, to start at 7th grade until
Mhm.
12. When I went into middle school, I was literally failing.
Mm-hmm.
Not like everyone else that were coming from like this big, because I don't come from a family with money.
Mhm.
Everyone else comes with private education or yada yada yada, so they have AP classes, and I was just like,
You felt like
I'm here.
Yeah, like they had more of a head start than you did, so it was harder for you to get into the groove of
yeah, it
things.
took
because-
me like 7th and 8th grade was very complicated, so that's why high school was for me a little bit easier. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Any other experiences that kind of impacted your life?
There, I did a lot. There was a lot of, I guess, we used to have assigned gazebos
Mhm.
for each class.
Okay.
So it was really fun because every class could paint it, decorate it however we wanted. The colors of the class, for example, were purple and blue.
Okay. What like gazebo as in like for you to go sit and
Yeah.
eat? Okay.
For every class has one, and then when you are of course seniors, you get the big one.
Mhm.
The big one is next to the cafeteria, so
Okay.
it's next to. You can put like speakers, play
Mhm.
music. We had a band in our class, so it was just really
Like
fun.
a little hangout spot for
Yes.
each grade. That's cool. We
Yeah,
don't have
we
any,
used to.
or I didn't have anything like that.
Yeah, and you could and every summer before I think it's 2 weeks. Well, it was
Mhm.
back in the day. 2 weeks before starting school, we went all of us and painted. The first gazebo that you get, and then you
Mhm.
paint the senior one.
Okay. So you felt like that was a fun experience
Oh,
for you?
definitely.
Yeah. Was there like anything else that might have like helped you?
I think the class that I was, even though all the classes have cliques and whatever, it helped. To this day, we all talk.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but we still follow each other. We have that connection, and we are all like very, very proud
Okay.
of the people that we are all becoming. So it's fun it creates that good background to have that. You still have a support.
Yeah, I like that for you. So to this day, you feel like you're still connected to your classmates, and
Yes.
you have that kind of like relationship to be able to reach out to them and ask questions or catch up. And
Yeah, definitely. There's always someone during the week that is like, "Oh, where are you? You're in Texas." Everyone, so we just go back and forth. It's really fun and good to have too.
Yeah, nice. I like that for you. Was it easy for you to have transportation to get to school?
Yeah, well, my mom worked at the university.
Okay.
I was the last lucky kid to get accepted into the elementary school, so I did took all the exams, but I just passed. So from
Okay.
the elementary, I just went to middle school and high school.
Okay.
So my mom used to work there, so I was every day at 7 a.m. I
Yeah.
was one of the first kids already like, oh, I'm here.
So you're already there, ready to go.
Yeah, and I used to walk then to her office at 4:30.
Okay. What did she do at the school?
Not at the school, but at the university because it's across the street.
Oh, okay.
So she used to work. She did so many jobs. She used to work at the one of the offices. She was one of the higher ups. I don't even remember the name, but she was there for 27 years. So basically, my whole life. So I just every time, except in elementary school, she used to pick me up, and then when I graduated, I used to walk to her office every day.
Yes, you're able to get to school or have your mom there if you need her
Yeah.
calling sick or whatever. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good experience.
Yeah. So you feel like in the beginning, you kind of had like a rough head start starting school because you didn't have the same advantage as everybody else kind of already into that program. You felt like you had like a later head start than they did. So it was a struggle for you to get the hang of school. But you did have good social support, good friends that you're still able to connect with and communicate with if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Nice. So is there like any other experience that you could think of that might have.
I think I'm telling you, I to this day, if I get to think about it, I am who I am because of that high school.
Mhm.
I asked my mom many times when I started to get me out of it
Yeah.
because I found it very complicated.
Mhm.
And then I think now that I'm what they call you a nerd. So I like it was because that they push you to be
Yeah.
better every day.
Yeah.
So even writing my name in Spanish, my
Mhm.
Spanish professor took 5 points of it.
Really?
My first exam, 7th grade, because it wasn't written correctly.
Really?
Yeah. So that kind of thing.
Yeah, like it was
shows
a
you.
strict program.
Yeah.
Did you go to school? So the university that your mom worked at. Did you go to school after that? After that high school, did you go to that school across the street?
No, that's why I chose the other campus.
Okay. Okay.
Because my mom used to say that she had someone always watching over me. I was like, okay, no, it's time for me to move on away from here. And I ended up working,
Yeah.
studying in that other campus and working in that campus.
Yeah.
So that was just close.
Yeah. Well, I like that for you. It sounds like you had a good high school experience. You didn't have anything that, like, maybe you had like an accident or something that caused you from being able to learn, or anything traumatic that happened, maybe?
I mean, in the high school, just basic bullying. I looked different from the girls
Mhm.
because my body type is very different.
Mm-hmm.
So I did get a lot of bullying from them, and then of course I wasn't like a girly girl.
Okay.
So what you can say was traumatic was my own family didn't accept me how I was because I wasn't into makeup or doing this. I was just outing and about and playing basketball. I was either playing basketball, doing track and field, playing soccer. I was more of a tomboy,
Yeah.
you can say. So that part was hard.
Okay. Like you felt like you were different from typical other girls in Puerto Rico or other classmates and
Yeah. It was very different.
yeah.
And then also from what my mom expected from having a daughter too. So
Mm-hmm.
in that part it was really hard.
To adjust. And did you learn to accept yourself throughout high school when you're experiencing that, or how did you overcome that moment?
I decided it was hard because I didn't talk about it much. I just tried to be the person that ignored it, right?
Yeah.
What my mom was saying, what everyone was saying, I just pushed myself to, you know what, this is who I am. I don't want to do it. I don't want to brush my hair.
Mhm.
I want to continue playing basketball, so I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
And then I still have friends. I still have people that I could count on, so it just worked
kind
out.
of like painting that picture of like, hey mom, this is not who, I'm not going to be the
Yeah.
person that you want me to be. This is who I am. Kind of had that similar experience. Was growing up in like a Latin family, like mom, I'm not gonna put makeup on every day or get my like if I don't feel comfortable, like this is who I am. You gotta accept that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was good meeting with you today and kind of going over some experiences that you've experienced in high school. And for the most part, they seem to be like you had a really good high school experience that kind of helped you paint out the picture that you are now, or helped you become the person that you are now. So I look forward to meeting with you these next few sessions and kind of digging a little bit deeper into who you are and getting to know you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.